So we want to take you live this morning to Kingston, Jamaica. We've been watching this camera here for a couple hours, and it's starting to get light. And as you scan the camera around, you get a little bit better picture of the winds picking up. Right now, Melissa, is a Category 5 storm. It is the strongest storm of the year.
Here's that exchange.
Just given the extensive fraud that Minnesota is dealing with, I'm wondering if the state is taking any additional steps to ensure this money is not going to be defrauded.
We absolutely are, and our food banks and our SNAP programs are incredibly secure.
It's a dense fog advisory, so 10 o'clock. That morning fog will give way to just mostly cloudy skies, and yeah, there could be a sprinkle, but absolutely nothing to put off any plans for if you don't mind working in the clouds and the cool air. Today's going to be a day like that. Same thing tomorrow, a couple sprinkles, otherwise mostly dry for the kids going out the door at about 6 o'clock when the sun goes down. It'll be in the mid-40s, I mean, compared to Halloween's past.
Is it sustainable to have an outside contractor doing this work? Repetitive work, it sounds like, if you're claiming that DHS does have processes in place to flag some of this before it goes out prepayment.
This is in addition to that, and it is sustainable.
Leaders said teachers are leaving for other districts, pointing out how much more St. Paul teachers make.
Kellen Gray is digging into the data on salaries and also graduation rates. Kellen?
The state keeps track of teacher salaries in annual reports, and the most recent shows the average teacher in Minneapolis is making less than St. Paul, but earnings vary widely across the state.
Dictionary.com just revealed its newest word of the year. It's a silly little phrase that you parents and grandparents have probably heard. It's 6'7".
My kids have said to me a million times, Mom, work 6'7" into a newscast. So here you go, kids. 6'7". You can't just say 6'7". 6'7".
We do have to get to this breaking news now. A man killed trying to stop a thief breaking into a car just this morning. It happened in South Minneapolis.
Kelsey Christensen joining us live near the scene, tracking these breaking details. Kelsey.
We've been asking city and police leaders for an interview on the issue for 2 weeks.
On that frustration.
Yes. It wasn't until now the city made Community Safety Commissioner Todd Barnett available.
Is there a plan to get that investigator and the auditor to sit down?
Here's what I can say. The auditor is independent. So whatever schedule that he has or is set for interview, that will take place.
But you're in charge of MPD. They're independent, but he's having issues with MPD participating in the review. What is the plan to get that investigator to sit down with the auditor to talk through the Materi case?
Every single staff person at MPD will comply with the audit.
Yeah, you've said.
No, I know I said it.
Can you share a few specifics about how you plan to get those officers, those investigators, in front of the auditor?
Look at just listen to what I'm saying here.
Sure, I'm listening.
It's mandatory that all staff employees, mandatory,
sure,
no question, they have to show up. They have to comply. We're working through that. We're going to get that done. Period. End of story. That's it. It's going to happen.
Right. Well, it hasn't happened, which is why I'm asking.
It hasn't happened before I got involved.
There's some breaking news right now this afternoon. Let's take a live look as we wait for the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. They're going to give us an update on its review of DWI breath tests. There were some problems that were identified in the testing process through all of this.
Now at 5, we're uncovering new details as alleged fraud at the state level continues to climb, involving millions of your tax-paying dollars.
It showed oversight, and then it stopped. Why?
We're pressing for answers as to why a key Department of Human Services fraud report stopped going to lawmakers.
Does the ridership that you're seeing warrant a lot more of these hires?
Yeah, I think it does. We're in it for the long haul.
This gives you a better sense of current ridership.
We asked DHS to answer to that. And also, if the state will provide any resources or safety net for providers who can't afford delayed payments.